Okay, fire that bad boy up. Okay, we just got the Airaid bolt-on cold air intake for Christmas for our V6 Mustang. Going to install it now. Should sound great and add a little bit of horsepower. So the first step is to take an 8mm wrench and remove the negative battery cable. Then loosen the hose clamps. There's this upper hose clamp and the lower hose clamp that we just did.
Carefully depress the hose lock tabs and disconnect the crankbase breather line and the brake aspirator line if equipped, automatic transmission models only.
Okay, and what are you removing there?
The factory intake tube.
Factory intake tube is off.
Add the red lock tab back and disconnect the wiring harness from the mass airflow sensor. Carefully pry the harness anchor from the airbox using a screwdriver. So that's...
And then pry the harness anchor from the airbox using a screwdriver.
Remove the airbox assembly. To undo this.
No, pull that whole thing out. There's the factory original, all closed up. Where's the air coming on that? Turn it towards me. Turn it towards me. Yeah, right through there. So that's going to be a big difference.
Locate and remove the two lower airbox mounting grommets and install them in the inner fender. Next, remove the upper airbox mounting grommet and steel sleeve and reinstall into the Airaid cool air blow.
Install those in the inner fender. So you want to install the grommets where those big holes are. Go ahead and put those in there, Richio. Put the factory upper mounting grommet back in and the steel sleeve into your new modified airbox. How's that fit now?
Let's see.
When you get the grommets all lined up, you just reinstall the factory bolt, and you got your airbox installed. Piece of cake. You can see once you have that air intake removed, you can see all the pulleys and the hose belts. And there's the new airbox. So you remove the mass air intake sensor from the factory box and then install that into the new air tank. And install the factory mass air sensor into the new air intake. Just grab an Allen wrench to install the mass air intake sensor into the new air intake tube. Install your grommet. And the valve. And screw in the next fitting for the vacuum hoses. Install that all the way in so you don't see any threads left.
The hose clamps onto the Airaid intake tube. Slide the hose clamp onto the tube side and the hose clamp onto the engine side.
Okay, so put the grommet onto the tube. pull it all the way forward until it's flush to the tube. So you need to compress that grommet over the throttle body. Press it down in there and then slide that baby on. So we had a review where if you heat this up, this grommet, it's a lot easier to get over the throttle body. So we'll give that a shot. Heat up the bottom part of the system up there, trying to get it connected over. So that grommet was a total bear to get over the throttle body. We put a little Vaseline on it and it slid right into place.